Final round. You win.
Welcome to Button Mash, the show where we mash all your video game content for the week for you to listen to at the press of a single button. My name is Roger, and with me, I have some fucking drunk ass bitch who doesn't have a voice. His name is... Don't look for him, man, it's you. Chris Hansen.
What?
I was saying hello to you, man.
Oh, yo. No, I'm not drunk, man. That's gonna look so bad. It's like 11, 12 in the morning, and now people will think I'm like an alcoholic or some shit.
That's alright, we'll tell him. We'll tell him. So, you had a bucks yesterday, so it's perfectly normal that you have no voice today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. You know, it was big day. You know, breakfast. Actually, as I say, like, yeah, I'm not an alcoholic. It's like 11, 12 a.m. and I'm not drunk. It's like yesterday I had breakfast at like 9 in the morning. It was like shots. It's coming from like a guy who doesn't drink a lot. A bit of alcohol does kind of kill me. So
Yeah.
but that's okay. I've gone for a run and I'm fresh.
You're
I'm ready
fresh.
to go. I haven't played video games in like, you know, like 5 days. I did say to the stripper when she was like trying to talk to me, I was just like, "Have you played 2K20 yet?" She's like, "What are you talking about? You want to spend 2K, like 20K on me?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "No." I was like, "What?"
Oh, no.
I was like, "No, basketball, NBA." She's
NBA
like, "Bye."
2K,
I was
you
like, "Oh,
dumbass.
bye."
This is why you're a stripper. Fuck.
Button mash. It was a good night. Good day, good night. But yeah, I'm ready to talk about the video games.
The video games. All right. Well, we had some bit of news this week. Not so many games, unfortunately, because we're busy people. But we still have stuff to talk about. So, this week we had a Nintendo Direct. Quite a few things announced in there. A few updates as well. So, let's start with that. So, what did they start with? I think... I didn't watch the actual Direct, but we've got a recap of it. We've watched like the breakdown of it, so we know what's up.
Mhm.
But let's start with the announcement that Super Nintendo games are going to be available on Nintendo Online. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people are.
yeah. So if you've got Nintendo Online, they already had obviously the Nintendo Entertainment System games on there since I think it's been like a year now since that went up there. And now we've got Super Nintendo games as well.
Yeah.
Now there's a bit of a list of the games that were announced, and also they are already available by the time we're recording this. So they had the Direct, and then the next day, 20 games just dropped. So you've got Brawl Brothers, never played that. Breath of Fire, did play that, very good game. Demon's Crest, haven't played that. F-Zero, yes, please. Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics, you heard of that? Never heard of that.
No.
Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby's Dreamland 3, Pilot Wings, Star Fox, Stunt Race FX, Super EDF Earth Defense Force. Wow, I didn't realize that game was that old. Like, they're still making those games. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid, Super Puyo 2, Super Soccer, Super Tennis, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, which is a game that I'm playing on stream at the moment on Thursday nights.
Check it out.
So now you can play as well. So I'm like, I thought about maybe I'll just, you know, play on Switch now instead of the SNES Mini, because it will be a lot less fucking around, I think.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, because like I just chuck it in the dock, and just like the whole setup wise, it'll be easier.
Okay.
But then I'm like,
But you start again.
yeah, exactly. And mate, if anyone here has been watching me on Thursday nights, I do not want to start that game again. But it's pretty cool, man. I mean, like if you've got the service, you just get it, and I think it. I haven't tried it yet, but if it's anything like the NES games, it's just like you're literally just streaming the games on your Switch, which is cool. So it's like instant, download. I'm not sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You excited for any of those games?
I feel like I'm normally excited when I see like Super Mario Brothers and all that kind of stuff, but then I was like, I've played all of them so much.
Yeah.
Nothing really catches my eye that I'm like, awesome. Like I can't wait to play that again.
Yeah.
Not really, man. Kirby's Dream Course, maybe some of the Kirby games. I like the Kirby games. No, not really. Super Tennis, maybe. But nah. Rest.
Yeah, it's games that you're gonna like go in there, play for like 10, 15 minutes, and be like, "That was
Knock
cool."
out. Yeah.
Cool nostalgia trip.
You know what I'd love if there was like NBA Jam or something in there.
Yeah, look, there's going to be more games coming out. This is not everything. That's just everything that's available like now.
Yeah.
But basically, we'll just go into the next topic, might as well, because it ties into that anyway. So the games have been coming out. The NES games have been coming out like 2 at a time every month.
Yeah.
For the past pretty much year. And they're going to basically not do that anymore. So they're not going to have a regular schedule. It's basically like when they're ready, they're going to come out kind of thing. So could see NBA Jam in there. Never know.
Dude,
Never know.
So
but it looks
NBA
like,
Hang Time, NBA Jam.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work with licensing.
It's normally with anything with like music and stuff because it's like copyright. That's why we don't see really like Tony Hawk 1 remakes or Tony Hawk 2 remakes with all those like crazy soundtracks. It's like they can't get copyright for them and stuff like that. The rights. So, but I think NBA Jam only had like one song though. It was the theme song.
Yeah, I'm thinking more the licensing for the actual NBA,
players.
like all the players and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
We've seen some weirder stuff, like the next thing that was in the Nintendo Direct, which is Terry. Terry from the what's he? God damn.
Fatal Fury.
Fatal Fury. That's his name. That's the game's name.
That's the game. Yeah.
I'm broken today.
You're
so
broken.
yeah, I'm fucking broken.
We're in trouble.
So Terry is going to be in Smash Bros. Is the next fighter that's been announced for the fighter pack. So there's going to be one more after that as part of the fighter pack.
Yeah.
Did you play?
When was the last time you played Smash?
I want to say January. Probably. When did it come out? It came out like December last year, November.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I played for a solid maybe 3-4 weeks.
I get so sad when like Smash comes up on my Facebook and stuff, and I was like, I want to play these games.
Yeah.
And that's there. Like, man, Banjo-Kazooie's now a fighter. That's so good. Like, I really want to try Banjo out. I didn't play much Fatal Fury.
No, me either.
When I was at school, 2 Asian guys used to play the crap out of that game. I played it a few times. I had it on my like Neo Geo emulator and stuff like that. So I played that.
Yeah, that's how I played as well.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I miss the game already. But I'm like Dragon Quest Builders when I like if I'm playing Switch, I'm going to, and it's not like when I'm in bed, I'm playing Dragon Quest Builders, and I haven't even turned on my Switch in like probably like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, really? Fuck.
Well, I just haven't. Well, as you know, like, I haven't been playing much like video games. I've just been so busy and stuff. But hopefully, like next weekend, I'll be back on. Like I'll just be grinding out some good stuff, and there's gonna so many releases of stuff. Like we got Borderlands coming out on next Friday. Obviously, I won't get to play that on like Friday because it's Matt's wedding, but I'll have the weekend to play it though. but then I've got, I bought NBA 2K. I know. I want to try that out to see if it's won me back at all, or something grabs me there. Or I could be just taking it back. Who knows? So I've got a fair few games to play, and I've still got MXGP as well. I'm now into the 450s, so that's good.
Oh, you are? Shit.
Yeah, I got into the last week. I think Tuesday night, like when I played for a bit. I only had like 3 races left, so I did them, and now I'm in the 450s, and it's like, oh, dude, it's so much better. So I'm still playing PUBG here and there when people want to play with me. It's going to be pretty hectic, but I'm really looking forward to Borderlands as well. But we'll get into that like next week. But yeah, Terry, I don't know. Yeah, he sounds pretty good, I reckon. I'd like to see his moves. And
yeah, I like that in Smash Bros. It's not just like they just bring a character and it's just sort of becomes part of the game with the logics of the game. It's like he goes into the game with his characteristics from the games he's from. Yeah. Like with the Dragon Quest hero, he's got like his mana bar and he could do like his moves from the Dragon Quest games and stuff, and it's really cool. And like the fucking Squid Boy from Splatoon, he's got like the amount of paint that he's got and shit. So good. That's cool. So yeah, pretty keen to see what he brings into the game. Yeah, it's awesome. I heard Banjo-Kazooie is pretty good. Yeah. No, he's like my main character that I was just like, oh dude, that's sick. I'm so for that. This is all free. Is this free DLC? By the way? No. It's not. Okay. So I just thought maybe something's changed. No. So it's got the fighter pack. So it was like $25 for the 5 characters. I think it was 5. Pretty sure I've got 5 in my head. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Okay. And you get the characters like obviously spread out throughout the year. And first one was Joker from Persona, and then you had, who was after that? The Dragon Quest dude was after that. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, and then Banjo-Kazooie, and now Terry, and then there's one more. I think that's right. But yeah, so you get that, and then like stages and music alongside that sort of shit. But yeah,
so $25 gets you 5 fighters, but like if they bring out more fighters, they'll just bring out like another pack of 5 or something. You reckon, or is that it? Is if they just bring out 5 fighters and that's it?
Not sure, man. So that's what they've announced so far. So that's for this year. Not sure what they're going to do after that. Really. That's not bad for $25 though. Like I suppose in a sense of yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, it's like what, $5 a fighter? $5 a fighter. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's okay. And then we had a bunch of stuff that we don't really know about. Apparently, there's a really good Wii U game that we never played, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, coming out on January 17th on the Switch. Never heard of that. Apparently, it's good. Me neither. Sure. It's a gem though, apparently. Yeah, take your word for it. Deadly Premonition is getting a sequel. I don't know anything about that one either. Assassin's Creed, the Rebel Collection, coming out on December 6th. So it's going to be Assassin's... Yeah, go on. Can you explain what that is? Yes. So it's basically Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, and Assassin's Creed Rogue. It's just a bundle. So you're telling me you can play Assassin's Creed Black Flag on Switch? Yeah, that's right. Mental. Dude. What? Yep. What? I'm buying that. You're buying that? I'm buying it now. Interesting. You're buying it now? Interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm playing it. I'm playing it right now. Because I just downloaded it. Dude, that's sick. That's pretty cool. You know what's crazy, right? Because my Assassin's Creed kind of died down. Like I was just like, oh, I don't want to play another Assassin's Creed for a while because I'm just a bit over them and stuff like that. But then Black Flags came out, and I got it like later down the track, like full later down the track, but I never finished it. So it makes me think like, and I wasn't that far in, so I'm like, man, that would be sick on Switch. Might get it again and then play on Switch. Interesting.
Because I only bought it for like $15 anyway, originally.
Okay, so you
And
don't
then I
mind
get to
putting
pay,
the
then I
money
get to pay
again.
full price for it on Switch.
And you get another game with it as well.
Actually, that's true. And I never played Rogue, so yeah, I still got to play. Still going through Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it is Switch though. Switch is a different ball game.
Interesting.
It's too
Yeah, if you do get it, I'd be keen to see what it's like.
See how it runs and stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in my head, it's like I don't want to play that kind of game on there, but hey,
Mm.
I've heard some of them can run pretty well. Like apparently, The Witcher runs pretty decently on there.
Really, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
don't. That's blows my
won't-
mind.
I won't judge until I see it in action.
Yeah. Surprisingly, over The Witcher,
Mm.
I was watching like, I think I saw like 30 seconds of gameplay, and I was just like, there's not much difference. Like there is obviously a difference between like the PlayStation and stuff like that, and the PC version, but it's unbelievable of like what that thing pumps out. Like, ugh, yeah, crazy, freaks me out, man.
Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts.
Mm.
And then after that, we got Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition, coming out 2020.
Mhm.
What that means, I'm not too sure. Maybe it's like the complete edition with like all the DLC. With
Yeah.
it. Cool
Yeah.
story, bro. And then we got confirmation: Overwatch is coming to the Nintendo Switch
Yeah, man.
with new ways to play. Coming out October 15th.
Yuck.
Gyroscope?
Yeah, yuck.
Yeah.
But on Splatoon, a lot of people love the gyroscope.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, like, if
Profit.
it's
I hate it. I can't stand it.
if it's an extra thing, I don't mind it. If it's optional, if it's like you know, you can either play with the gyroscope or you play with the analog sticks.
Yeah.
I'm like, not about that. But if you can do both. Like you're using the analog stick and then you can also use the gyroscope just to for that extra little bit of precision. I'm fine with that. And if you can turn that off.
So why would you be against it if someone's using gyroscope and you're just using the controls?
Wait, what?
Well, you said that like you're not about like if you can turn gyroscope, you can use one or the other. But
yeah,
you don't mind it if it's like combined into.
that's right.
Yeah. So why?
I just don't like playing with the gyroscope by itself. So like if I'm,
But if it's an option that you can turn it off,
yeah,
why would that bother you though? Isn't that good?
Oh, it
That
doesn't
you can
bother
turn
me.
it off?
Oh, it doesn't.
Oh.
It doesn't bother me.
Oh.
If it's something I can turn off, that's fine. But there's some games where it's like, hey,
You can't turn
look
it
at
off.
this cool feature, and it's like part of the gameplay, and like you can't go without it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Sorry.
That's when
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But if it's like an extra little thing, I don't mind it. Especially like on the Switch if you're playing in handheld mode and it's pretty hard to
yeah.
get that sort of precision that you would have on something else.
Yeah.
I don't mind
Yep.
it.
I watched some highlights of the Nintendo Direct through one of the YouTubers I watch, Video Games Awesome,
Mm-hmm.
and they're massive Overwatch fans. Like he plays a lot of it, and when he saw it came on Switch, he's like, "Sold! I'm buying a Switch. Like I'm getting a Switch now."
Really?
Yeah, straight away. His partner, his wife has a Switch, but he doesn't have a Switch. But now he's like, "No, I'm getting my own Switch, like just for this game." I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
that's crazy, man!" But you know what I thought?
Mm.
I was like, that would be pretty cool playing like Overwatch, and your friends next to you playing Overwatch, and you're on the same team. Like that'd be pretty sick.
Not
But-
gonna lie, I watched the trailer and I was like, this would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because we were both kind of like, yeah,
We shat on it last week.
yeah, we did.
We absolutely shat on it last week.
We totally did. But
Wow.
then I was kind of thinking about the, like, I don't know, like just if you were next to me and we're just playing, like we're on the same team, we're just on the couch or whatever, like That's pretty
Yeah.
sick. I think, yeah, and playing Overwatch in bed.
That's another thing. It's like if it plays well, but then I'll like
It will. I reckon it will. Like if they can get The Witcher to run pretty well. Like
yeah, but I mean like in terms of you're playing a first person shooter with those weird fucking Joy-Cons in your bed.
I'd have to play with like a pro controller, I think.
Yeah, but then it's like I don't know about you, but I can't find a comfortable position where I can play with the Switch like on my lap maybe and the controller in my hands when I'm in bed.
That's the same as me. I've got this situation where I lift up my knees and then I like
Yeah.
kind of wedge my Switch screen into like with a doona. I kind of make a mold. And then I've got my controller. I'm playing it like that.
Right.
But then after like half an hour, I have to move. So then I'll just lie on my side and then like prop it up while I'm on my side playing. And I have to like move around probably like every half an hour to get comfortable. But
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. Like, and I don't have a pro controller. I only play with my actual plug-in kind of
Your
pro
wide
controller.
one?
Yeah. When it's docked on the TV. But
yeah, that's fair, man. Look, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty tempted. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
I wouldn't mind getting back into it. Just, you know,
It's a fun game,
that
man.
game
It's
was
so
fun,
fun.
and just
It's
being
so
able
good.
to like have that flexibility, play on the TV if I want to with my controller, or
Damn it, dude.
yeah. Look, at this point, I'm thinking about it, but then at the same time, it's like I'm pretty sure it's coming out like same day as or very close to COD.
I honestly don't. I won't get it. Like launch. There's no
Yeah,
way.
maybe-
Like there's just
maybe
too much
not.
stuff coming out. Like
Yeah,
this year.
100%.
Like it's just like, dude. I'm already like falling behind, and I'm not even like haven't even bought that many games in the last few months.
Yeah.
I just want to enjoy just one game for a bit.
It's hard. It's very hard. It is very hard, especially when you get games that go for fucking ages. And
Yeah.
that's the problem that I'm having now, and you're having with Dragon Quest as well. But hey, that's life, man. That's life.
We're so spoiled.
We really are. And then after that, we got the announcement that Divinity Original Sin 2, the definitive edition. Holy shit. Listen to that name. The whole name of that game, that version of that game, is Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. Came out on the Switch on the day. That, I imagine, would be a sick game to play on the Switch. I reckon
I've
that would
never
be...
heard of it.
So it's like a kind of top-down, more isometric kind of RPG. Like kind of the old school ones that you played on PC.
Yep.
Imagine sort of Diablo view, but then it's like when you get into combat mode, it's like turn-based. But it's really like really in depth with like all sorts of different, you know, combinations in terms of your classes and that sort of thing. You can play co-op as well. I bought the first one and it was just like a bit too much for me to like sit down and play it on the PS4.
Yeah.
But on Switch, I reckon I'd be happy to give it a crack. Now, another bit of, it's pretty big. If you've got the game on PC and you buy the Switch version, you can bring your save file to your Switch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, I'm hoping they do that with Overwatch. I know it won't happen. But because it's just cosmetic stuff that you're kind of getting. You're not getting an advantage on anyone. That would be kind of cool, though, because, But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if they do it the same as what these guys are going to do.
That would be. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean,
they do it for Fortnite.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
hopefully that happens. But I mean, if it was to happen, Overwatch is available on like 3 different systems at this point, and you don't have that. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
you
I wouldn't hold my breath. And then we got a little trailer for the game that was previously, did say working title, Town, which is now called Little Town Hero, which is Game Freak's new game. So people who make the Pokemon games.
Yep.
Cute little trailer. So it's a game where you play as a character called Axe,
Yep.
and you don't use weapons, you use ideas,
Yep.
and you can't leave your town. So basically,
It actually looks a really nice game.
yeah,
It's reminded me of the fighting style is a bit like Pokemon in a way.
Yeah.
Like that turn based, and but I like how you can go to like different parts of the town and get help from your villagers and stuff.
mm-hmm.
That was a cool little idea. It's a really pretty game. It was something that at the very start of the trial I was like, oh wow, this could be something I really like.
Very
And then I was like,
thoughtful and-
I don't know, maybe if it was really cheap. But
Yeah.
looks cool,
and
though.
it comes out pretty soon, doesn't it? It's like
October 16th.
yeah, there you go, next month.
Yeah.
So I look at that, I'm like, yeah, that looks cool. But
Yeah.
in a month after that, I get Pokemon.
Oh, dude.
So maybe not, especially
chance.
as we already said, there's heaps of shit coming out.
Mhm.
So yeah, maybe I'll give that one a pass. But yeah, looks cool. But apart from that, like it just looks like a JRPG where they're trying to bring some sort of spin on it. But
Yeah. Uh-huh.
most of it looks like pretty typical from a JRPG.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we got Bethesda re-releasing Doom 64.
64. I
What the
played this.
fuck? And that's coming out on the Switch on November 22nd.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I won't be getting it.
No. But I mean, yeah, that's cool. Like, so you got
There,
what,
there,
like,
there are better Doom games out there. Let's put it out there. Like,
yeah.
um,
And they're pretty much all available on the Switch now, like Doom 2016,
oh yeah, that's true.
Doom 1, 2, 3. So,
Yeah. Yep.
whatever. If you have fond memories of that game,
Get out
there's your
there.
chance.
Yeah.
And then we got some Star Wars news. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast will be available on the Switch September 24th. That's also coming out on the other consoles as well.
Yep.
Did you play that back in the day?
No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Well, I can't remember if I did, but I'd have to play it and be like, oh, yeah, I can remember this game, but I don't think I did.
It's
No.
like a lightsaber fighting game. It's
Yeah.
pretty sick. It was pretty sick back in the day. Yeah, I don't know.
You played it?
I played a bit of it on computer like ages ago.
Okay.
I just don't know how if it holds up. Apparently,
Okay.
there's still a pretty big community where
Yeah.
people. So it's like online, right? So you go in there and like people are like, standing on the side of the arena and like watching the fights and shit. It's real. It's full on.
Jesus.
Yeah. So like the PC community is still pretty huge. It's
Wow.
It's crazy. But yeah, and not long to wait. It's like 3 weeks time. It'll be out on. I don't know if it's. I mean, I think you can still play it on PC. So I don't know if it's going to get like a more polished version kind of thing.
Relaunched. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's coming out on at least PlayStation 4. I don't know if it's coming out on Xbox as well. I imagine it would. But yeah, on Switch as well, September 24th. And then we got a free-to-play game, Super Kirby Clash. Looks kind of cool.
It does. It does.
Yeah, I'll give that I'll download that and talk
Yeah.
about it maybe next week.
Yep.
It's just kind of, you meet up with other people, so it's up to 4 players, 2 to 8 players actually, where you just fight bosses basically. Looks fun, just kind of simple.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind just jumping in there, play a couple of games here and there.
And everyone's like a different Kirby, and like they have different powers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can bring
Abilities.
your different loadouts
Yeah,
into the fight.
that's cool.
Yeah, you can go into the village, like pick up missions and shit, and apparently there's like over 100 different missions to do. So
Yeah.
yeah, it does say in the trailer it's free to start, so I'm not sure what that means.
No, it will be like if you want to buy like a hat for Kirby, like your Kirby, or you want this kind of sword, or you want this certain power. I feel like there'll be little hidden currencies in there. Or you have to buy it in
Yeah.
real money and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
That's
then
what I'm
like
thinking.
it wouldn't it have said free to play? It said free to start. That's what kind of worried me.
Oh.
It's like,
So
okay,
you
so I
like
can
two
play.
levels in, like, okay, now you have to give us money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then we got Luigi's Mansion 3 Scream Park mode. I didn't watch that, but it's 2 to 8 players, basically PvP mode. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Then we got some Pokemon Sword and Shield news, some new features. We got Pokemon Camp, where you can just make your little camp and hang out with your Pokemon.
Play with them.
Yeah, play with
Make
them,
them better.
and apparently it affects their stats and stuff, how they behave in combat. You can cook now, but you can cook
curry
rice, different kinds of curry dishes.
And you have to make the best curry ever.
Yeah, and you can save your recipes in your curry decks.
Go out there and catch them curries.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, dude.
I'm just, I don't know.
I've really seen they've taken a few things off other games and they've kind of put it into this game, and I like it.
Yeah, but it's just weird. That's like, like
curry.
I thought I'd be, like
other recipes.
No, it's curry dishes.
Just curry dishes, curry rice dishes. That's it.
And you have a curry decks.
Make sure you make the best curries. It's like, what?
And then you feed it to your Pokemon and shit. Okay, cool. Interesting.
This game looks so beautiful, and I can't wait. This is like, I've never been so excited for a Pokemon game. I think.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
I mean,
did you get Sun or Moon? Or Ultra? You did.
Yeah, I did. I got Sun.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I got what was the other ones?
Fucking Alpha Sapphire would be the
Alpha Sapphire
you got.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one's got me like, I just feel like it's like you can do a lot more in this one. Like, and I don't know, there's just something about it that just looks so good. Everything. I'm just so excited for it, man. I'm definitely buying it, like, straight away.
Are you excited for the new Pokemon that were announced? So we got an announcement for they announced 2 new Pokemon during the Direct. The first one
was that at the end?
Yeah, it was. So one of them is called Poltegeist. Poltegeist. Like Poltergeist, but Poltegeist. And he's a fucking teacup.
Yes. And they're like, what's that Pokemon doing in there? I'm like, what?
He hides in a teacup. And apparently, so this is what the description that the narrator was saying. So his body is made of tea, complete with its own aroma and flavor. What?
Use you know what the great finisher for that would be, though? Be a tea bag.
Oh man, genius! Surely he has an attack that's called Teabag. Fuck. Oh man, yes, please.
Oh, dude, that'd be so good.
Fuck! If that's not in there, I'm not buying it.
Oh my god. Teabag. It's just going up and down, up and down.
Oh, I looked at that and I was like, so Nathan told me about it last night, and I was like, he's a teacup. Okay, like there's worse. There's one that's a fucking keyring.
Yeah.
But he's literally like, he's made out of tea and he's got flavor and shit.
He's got flavor and shit.
Yeah. It's
what the fuck is what's the attack's gonna be though? I don't get it. Like throwing hot tea.
Oh, it better be fucking teabag, man. It better be teabag. It better be teabag. But that was the first one, and then the other one kind of looked actually kind of interesting. So he's a bird that's water and flying, right? I mean, we have that already, but his special thing is like if you use surf, or I think there was another move that you can use as well. But if you use surf, which basically obviously floods the whole place, he comes out of the water and he's got like a fish in his mouth.
Like a pelican.
Yeah. And so like once he's got that fish in his mouth, if you attack him, I think it's like if it's like a physical attack or something, he responds by spitting the fish back at the other Pokemon as like retaliation. I'm like, that's That's kind of cool.
That's like the most normal one out of all of them. That's a weird
Yeah,
thing
like I
about
like that. I dig that. Teacups, not so much.
teabagging. What the fuck? But I'm kind of down for teabagging if there is a mood for teabagging.
Man, now that you've said that, like I'll be really disappointed if there's no teabag.
Teabag.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I mean, they
I
probably
feel
won't,
like they
but
definitely
fuck.
won't though.
Yeah.
There's just
God
no
damn
chance.
it. You got me excited now.
Sorry, bro.
What else did we have? We had Animal Crossing. Now I'm excited because you didn't watch the trailer, so I get to tell you all about it.
I was gonna watch it, but I'm like, you know what? You explain it to me.
No, you don't need to. You just need my
Sick.
voice explaining to you what's
All right.
happening. So, they're basically, it's like a holiday spot, but it's a desert island. So it's
Okay.
advertised as like that the mayor, whatever his name is. He's like, oh yeah, thanks for choosing the desert island as your holiday destination or whatever.
Yeah.
And it gives you a little tour of what's going on. And he's like, yeah, cool. So you can set up your camp, you set up your little tent, and then you can craft stuff. And you're like, oh, sick. So you can. So get this. It's a pretty original idea. Like I'm surprised it's taken this long to come up with this. But you can chop down trees, and if you chop down the tree, you get wood.
Whoa.
And if you take the wood to a crafting table, you
You can make things out of the wood?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Pretty good, huh?
Man, these guys are geniuses. So many games are going to do this, I bet you. They're going to copy it.
I mean, like,
fun.
to be... I don't know. It just looks like it's kind of a cuter way of doing it. It's like that sort of gameplay without the survival side of
Aspect of it, yeah.
Yeah, which kind of has me intrigued.
But I feel like a lot of games do that anyway. I feel like it's like if you're gonna do one of these type of games, that's how it's gonna work.
Yeah, but normally it's like a survival game as well. Yeah, you have to do all that, and if you don't like feed yourself or whatever, you die. Whereas this is more like, okay, you go do your thing, build stuff, and like it's more kind of chill.
How about Dungeon Quest? Would you say that's a survival game?
What the fuck is Dungeon Quest?
I mean, Dragon Quest.
Oh, Dragon Quest. Well, in that you have to like eat and stuff.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, it's yes, it's a like much less kind of. It's much more chill.
I know what you mean, though. Yeah, like,
but this seems like it's more about just making your own town and whatnot. And it looks cool. Like I'd still recommend like watching it after this.
yeah, for sure.
It's like you pick up flowers and then you make, cool garments and shit like that.
Yeah. So is the whole idea and the whole purpose of the game is to build a hotel?
No, I think it's still... Well, it doesn't show you, I guess, the most impressive stuff you can get to later on in the game, but it shows you like you start on the beach. He's got this little tent and like he makes like a fucking... clothing line where you can hang your clothes and shit, and like a little wooden bench, and it all looks like pretty basic, like Castaway shit. But yeah, like I guess it's nothing new.
Okay.
But it looks to me like it's a more chilled approach to that sort of gameplay.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of keen on. Like it's just kind of a more fun way of doing it. Like they go. Keep forgetting, Nathan in the chat, please tell me what the mayor's name is, or if you remember, Chris, or someone tell me. Nook, yeah, that's him. So you can get Nook miles by doing stuff.
Yeah,
it's like, with your credit card where you get fucking miles and like buy, flight tickets and shit like that. But you use those to like unlock equipment and new blueprints and that sort of stuff. It just looks like a really chill game. So
it sounds like that.
Yeah. So in that sense, I'm kind of keen on it, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I've got Dragon Quest, which is kind of doing that.
Yeah, and you have an whole island, and you can make a hotel. And
so like... I don't know. I need to see more. I'm still... Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather have like the traditional kind of full township stuff. This looks, definitely desert island survival kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I'm keen. I'm a big fan of Animal Crossing. It was very slow paced, though. Animal Crossing, such a slow paced game. Yeah, but no, yeah, I'm keen to. I'll have a look at the trailer and see
Yeah.
if it wants me to.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
like, no doubt it's going to be good, but again, fucking flood of games coming.
Yeah, so much.
Then we got Trials of Mana, the remake of Seiken Densetsu 3. Whatever the fuck that is. That'll be available April 24th, 2020. Return of the Obra Dinn, which is a very highly acclaimed game from last year. I think it got a couple of Game of the Year awards. Bit of a kind of a walking simulator kind of game where you're like investigating. I think it's like a ship that docks and everyone on board has died, and you try and find out what's happened. But it's like very slow paced kind of game, but apparently very well done. Now, I haven't played it. I don't think it'll be my kind of thing, but it's got like a very big kind of cult following. Apparently very good if you're into that kind of stuff. Even like the sort of graphic style kind of interests you. It's just monochrome, just black and white kind of graphics. It's in first person. Yeah, that's coming out on Switch in fall.
It's so weird. I can never hear some of these games. I'm like, what is that? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, because it's a lot of like, it's obviously an indie game. I think it was only on PC before this. I don't know if you can play it on console, so that's probably why. Then we got Rogue Company, which is a new team-based shooter from Hi-Res Studios. Cool. That's coming out 2020. 2020. Yep.
I see more of it at PAX or something. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know if it's too soon, but hopefully. Tetris 99 getting a new mode called Invictus. And it's basically for like the hardcore players of Tetris. There's also going to be a 2-player versus CPU mode that'll be paid DLC. It's all available now. And then you got like a full sort of package version of the game, which is coming out September 6th, already out as well. Demon X Machina got another demo. That's like the third demo, I think. You can play the start of the game and your progress will carry over into the full game. I'm really surprised the game's not out yet. It's coming out like next week now, but it feels like it should have been out a while ago. Yeah. It'll include 4-player local co-op, and the full game will have online play when it comes out on the 13th. Now, I played the previous demo, and I think I talked about it on here. I would have. Just wasn't my jam. It just
wasn't your jam. Yeah.
I just felt kind of didn't look that great.
No grappling hooks or grids.
Nah, you could fly giant robots, which I thought sounded cool, but then once I played it, I was like, this doesn't feel great. I don't feel like I'm piloting a giant mech. So I was excited when it was announced, but then since I played that demo, maybe I'll give the new one a crack as well. But I don't see that changing that much. It's like the core gameplay I wasn't really a fan of. So yeah, but that comes out next week, and that's pretty much everything we had in the Nintendo Direct for this month. We already talked about the next topic, which was the NES and SNES games not coming out on a monthly basis now. So let's move on to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the educational tour.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited, man.
Excited. And I think it's a pretty big leap for even like schools and stuff that want to kind of implement this into history.
Yeah.
I know that one of Meg's best friends' fiance is a teacher and wants to implement this into his classes, and he plays Assassin's Creed. He's like, because he heard about it was coming out, and he said like, because you know how they did that with
Origins.
He actually did it like in class.
Oh really? That's sick.
So yeah, when I told him about this, he hasn't got this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I'd like to see if he's going to do the same thing and stuff like that. But it's such a cool thing, and it's like shows you how in depth they go with their
no
work for
shit.
creating and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't play Origins. Obviously, we heard about the educational tour in that game. But I'll definitely give this one a crack, man. So, if you don't have the game, you can also get just the educational tour as a standalone thing.
How much is that?
$20 on PC.
$20?
Yeah. So to charge $20, and that's US dollars as well.
That's a lot.
I imagine it would be either pretty big or I don't know. Like, would you charge? I mean, it's like
if it's an educational tool as well, I suppose it's actually
and also like you don't have the game, so you're buying all of that. Like, we're getting it for free because we have the full game, but to play that, you need like all the environment and all that. So I guess that's kind of fair. I just don't know how much content there is in there, but I'm pretty keen, man. Just chill out, have some headphones on, and just find out more about Greek history. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So that's coming out like next week.
I wonder if that would be a good thing, like if you haven't played like Odyssey before, and you actually do that first, like the educational tour, because you know more about the whole world and stuff, and then you can go in and actually play the game. I don't know. It could be a different way of playing it. It could be good. Yeah, it could be like at the end of that tour thing, you go, "Oh man, I don't want to see any more of this." So it could go the other way. So I don't know.
Oh, surely not.
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so.
So where did I put it? God damn it. For blah, 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 blah. It's coming out like September 10th or something. Where did I see it?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Free update on all platforms. Also be available, as a free standalone thing. Yeah, it's coming out next week.
Okay.
I just don't know what. September 10th. Yeah, it was September 10th. So in like 2 days.
Could you imagine being in class and then it's just like your teacher's rocks up with like Odyssey like educational tour? You'd be like, you're the best teacher in the world.
Fuck, imagine.
And he's like, no, this is not the educational tour. This is the actual game. I'm going to show you how to like slice people's throats and shit. It's like, whoa, what?
Yeah, fuck, man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna give that a crack, and I'm saying I'm gonna try all these things before the episode.
We never how much am I gonna be? We're all about that positive vibe, you know.
Yeah. We'll see how much of it I can actually keep my word on.
Yeah.
What else did we have? We had a new Plants vs Zombie.
Wow, dude!
Battle for Neighborville.
This is a massive surprise, by the way. We didn't hear much about it. They were just kind of in the background, just doing their thing. They did mention it I think they did mention it somewhere like a year ago. I think
they said they were like working on a new one.
But... Yeah, they were working on a new one, but they didn't really show us anything about it or what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just came out, and everyone was just like, "Whoa, yo, like there's a new Plants vs Zombies out." And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's probably just like a mobile version, or I don't know." Like I didn't think really it was going to be a whole newly fledged game because it wasn't Garden Warfare 3. It was Neighborville. And then I looked into it, and it's a really full-fledged game, and it's bigger than the Garden Warfare games. So it's in
early access.
So if you buy it now, it's it's cheaper than when it comes out to the full version.
But it comes out real soon, October 18th.
Yeah. But they're releasing like different game modes as well during the weeks on the lead up, like different modes and different themes for different skins, like Halloween and stuff like that. It looks really cool. Like this, it's really open as well. It's like really free roamy. I'm still trying to get the gist of like how it works. Like apparently there's no kind of like, how you get the pea shooter.
Yeah.
There's no like ice pea shooter, or it's like classes, but then you can customize something in those classes or something.
Yeah, right. It's like So apparently they're saying that they're adopting the more sort of
Overwatchy, yeah, definitely.
kind of way where there's no loot boxes. It'll basically tell you how to unlock stuff, and you just need to do that to unlock the thing. There's no card packs where you unlock random shit anymore. Which is exciting. So it's more going to be, like you said, seasonal stuff. Where it's going to be like, if you play during the Halloween season, you get all this Halloween stuff and Christmas and whatever it is. That's pretty exciting, man.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. If I didn't have other games like Borderlands and 2K and all these other games that I want to play, I would be buying that straight away, man.
Yeah.
Straight away. It looks so good. I've watched a few people play it and I'm just like, I feel like a 12-year-old kid that doesn't have money. It's the other way around. It's like I have too much games and I can't play them.
Not enough time. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
It's real sad. But it looks good. It sounds like even the developers are pretty excited about the new model. So it says there, the team, someone from the team, don't know who, but they said, we're conscious of the wide range of ages which play our game, and there's been some examples out in the wild where you didn't need blind boxes to still be a sustainable service. Sorry. That was the producer, Sean Lake, who said in an interview with Eurogamer. Also said, we felt it was the right decision for our brand and our target demographic. And we appreciate games which have buy what you want, that's not hidden or in a box. It's up to us to have great content which people want, and we accept that challenge. That's cool.
That's awesome. That's really good.
Hoping that this is the start in a post loot box era for EA. I guess we'll need to wait and find out, but that's pretty exciting, man.
Does this kind of game, would you like? When you saw the trailer and stuff, were you like, man, that's cool, I want to buy it? Or were you like, I've got Garden Warfare 2, like everyone's going to be moving from Garden Warfare though to this game, obviously, so it's going to be harder to find games.
I think the model got me excited for sure, man. And being a new game, like you said, there's going to be more people move into that one probably, so it's going to be pretty easy finding games, that sort of thing. But just the fact that it's going to be everyone's on that same level playing field, and it's more you unlock cosmetic stuff, and it's all seasonal stuff. It did get me excited.
I really want to bet. I don't know when, man.
That's the thing. Like, we've got COD's probably going to be my sort of PvP game.
Oh dude, oh my god, how fan's that?
We've got Borderlands coming out next week. It's probably going to be a Christmas Boxing Day game for me.
I'd say so. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely high on my to buy list. That I'm not going to buy straight away. So my back catalogue of buying, if that's a thing. We have a back catalogue in buying games when you have a back catalogue of games that you already have that you haven't played. What?
Not ideal. Not ideal.
Can we just say how sexy my voice sounds right now? Sexy?
Pretty sexy. I think I said that earlier, but
no, I'm just reminding you of how sexy.
Lockie in the chat said he did say that before, but I didn't want to sort of cut the flow of what we were talking about. But the beta for COD is this weekend, or the upcoming weekend. I did pre-order it. I don't know if I got a code, but if I'm able to do that, I will. There's also one I did get a code for Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Oh, dude.
I might be missing out on the beta, so I'll give that I'll have a look at it after the show. If it is on, I will play it.
Okay.
And hopefully talk about it. If it's not on yet, then I'll be ready for when it is ready to go. But we'll talk about that as well. But that's all in terms of news. So let's talk about the games we didn't play this week, Chris. So, is there anything that you want to bring up? Did you actually not play anything this week?
So my plan was, I'm going to get 2K on Friday.
Yep.
I'm going to put it in my console when I get home.
Yep.
get the update happening.
Yep.
So put it in, turn it on rest mode straight away, watch the football.
Footy, yeah.
After football, I'm going to fit 2 hours in. So I said to Meg, I'm going to come to bed because I had the Bucks day the next day. I had to get up early. So I was like, I'm going to play 2 hours and get the gist of it. Come in here, turn the PlayStation on. The game didn't install off the disc because I put it in rest mode.
Fuck. Hey, Dad does that.
And then I was like, oh, you haven't updated it. Here's 23 gigs. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go to bed. See you Sunday.
Fuck. That's sad.
So, yeah, I've got a bit of gaming to do this afternoon and night. So I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah, I played a bit of PUBG. I bought the season pass for PUBG. So I played a bit of that.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. It has daily challenges, weekly challenges. It has it's kind of the same as a Fortnite kind of stuff.
I literally bought that game to play with you. I play that game like once a week.
Yeah, it's I'm still really enjoying it, dude.
Yeah,
They bought out
sick.
a pack. They bought out an update for it as well.
Okay.
Made the graphics better. They changed a few places
yeah.
around schools and stuff like that. I think I told you.
Yeah, because I
can't tell the
was
difference.
on and you told me, and I was like, I don't see a difference, man. It still
Yeah.
looks like a butthole to
There
me.
is comparisons on YouTube, and you'd be like,
Okay.
"Oh wow!" You'd be like, "Yeah, okay, that's totally different."
Yeah, but it's like,
Um,
does it count if I have to like go back and, to actually notice?
I think because you've only played like a few games of it. Though,
yeah, but then
as
like,
well.
wouldn't that make the difference more obvious to me? You know what I mean? Like I haven't played in a week and then I'll play it again. It's like, oh shit. It's
Not
like when
really.
it's like when you see someone every single day, but if you don't see them for a while and they like gained weight or lost weight, you notice it more. You know what I mean? If you see them every day, you don't
Yeah, I
notice the
see.
change.
But in a bigger picture, though, like
Mm.
if you came to my house like twice and I painted like my fence, and then you come over like every day, you'd be like, "Oh, you painted your fence." But if you've seen my house once or twice, you'd be like, "Eh." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I noticed it.
Yeah,
and
okay.
So did Glenn. But
Okay.
you're like, what?
No, fair call.
I was like, oh yeah.
I was like, no, it still looks like shit.
Yeah, no, I've changed a few things.
Still
and stuff
fun,
like
though.
that.
Still
But
fun.
yeah, still having a
Yeah.
good time.
If you
man.
guys are on today, I'll...
My voice is down. You know?
What the fuck?
Oh, my voice is fucked.
Oh, fucking hell.
But yeah, that's all I've played. Nothing. It's awesome.
Yeah, sick.
I've played real life.
You played, yeah, how good's real life? It's so good.
Actually, I played this new game called it's a first person shooter, and you shoot paintballs.
Oh,
sick.
yes. Gives you real bruises. Love it.
I found like a new one's like on my shoulder when I went into the shower last night. I was like,
what the fuck?
motherfucker.
Fresh bruises. Who
Fresh
is?
bruises. Yeah. But yeah, no, I didn't pay anything. So yeah, how about you?
Well, I tried to fit in. Like, it's so much. I didn't realize how much harder it would make it, like streaming on Thursdays and Tuesdays, because that's usually when I play my games, right? So then I have to fit everything else in the other night. So that includes paying attention to my wife, seeing my family, doing
found that
bits
game
and
last
pieces and
week.
stuff. So yeah.
Wife game.
So now I only really get maybe Friday night to play what I want.
Yeah.
And then depending on what I have on during the weekend, I'll play other stuff. But yeah, so still either within on Tuesday nights and then A Link to the Past on Thursdays. It's been really good this week though. I mean, it's always been good, but I've been... So if you were there the week before when I got up to that demented dog thing,
Yeah.
did you see that?
The 2
The
weeks
boss? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I just couldn't beat it. So I just like went to bed. So I put on the stream on Tuesday and I'm like, fuck, I don't... So I spoke to someone, I think he might still be in here actually. who gave me a few tips because he's like, he loves that game. He like knows everything about it, knows where all like the secret, items and shit are hidden.
Yeah.
And he's like, mate, just shoot the dude, Joseph, in the crutch. You shoot him with an exploding bolt in the crutch, right? And then when you get to the cutscene where you open the gate and then the dog comes out, bolts out and just fucking mauls him, right? If you've got that bolt in his crutch, when he bites him, it blows up in his mouth. And when the fight starts, he's already stunned. So then you go and just go ham on him. I'm like, dude, that sounds fucking sick. I'm going to go home. I'm going to prepare for the stream. I'm going to get that done. We'll get past the fucking dog. Open up the menu. It's like you've got... Because to do that, because my latest save file is literally like at the start of that fight. So I'm like, I have to go back to an older save file. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is like just after the previous boss. So I can go through the buildings and different rooms and just get, ammo and shit. Just loot everything.
Yeah.
I go in there. I get fucking nothing. I get bullets. I get shit that I don't want. And then it's like, I don't have an explosive bolt. So I'm like, well, I can't do the thing that I was going to do now. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just go in there, see what happens. And I spent like, I think it was like a solid 45 minutes to an hour until like I actually figured out his pattern. And I knew like how he jumps out of the bush, where he runs. And then I actually beat him with like, I think it was one sniper bullet, one shock bolt, I just stun him.
Yeah.
Couple shotgun shells, and then just pistol rounds. And then he died. I was like, fucking hell, this is cooked. So that was great. And then later on I found out that I'm not even halfway through the game. So that's kind of depressing. Because not gonna lie, I'm pretty keen to move on. But now it's like
good.
I've committed to it. Especially people are telling me like, I'm like, surely that was like one of the hardest bosses. Yeah, they're like, no, it gets harder. And it's not even like,
that makes me depressed.
Yeah, but it's not even that that's sort of depressing. It's more like having to manage all my ammo and like not knowing when I should be shooting enemies with certain types of ammo. It's like, do I shoot them now? Do I try to save my ammo for whatever's coming up, right? Whereas like, we normally like games where you just go in there like Diablo, Destiny, it just fucking get shit coming out of everywhere and just pick up all sorts of shit. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck? FaceTime.
Oh,
what
hello.
The fuck? Well, yo.
G'day.
Fuck. Yo. What?
What the fuck is going on?
Someone's FaceTiming me
Is
on
it
the
on
computer. It's Steve. Yo. You gonna be up on Matt?
What the fuck?
How do I stop this? Because it's Meg's. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like linked to her account.
She.
Okay, stop.
Okay, good. Anyway, continue on.
Yeah, so it's like, I like going in games where you just get all sorts of different loot or heaps of ammo. You don't have to worry about your item management and that. This is the part that sort of annoys me about that game. It's like, I have to be really careful. Do I use my gun now? Do I save my ammo for whatever's coming up?
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, apparently. So I'm up to chapter 7.
How many chapters are there?
15. Yeah.
How long was you enjoying it?
Which I'm not anymore. Literally, like if I wasn't doing that on the stream, like I would have stopped it. But it's been fun. Like I've had people helping me, giving me tips and stuff during the stream, so that's been good. And then Thursday, similar thing with Zelda: Link to the Past, being like such an old game. Like it's hard. It doesn't hold your hand like at all. So I'm just doing stuff, just winging it.
Yeah.
And again, I had a couple people like giving me some tips. So I've got the Master Sword now.
Okay.
Got the 3 pendants, so I'm about to go into the Dark World and just fuck some shit up. Pretty pumped. Should be good.
Like it. Like it.
And then I managed to put in maybe a couple more hours into Control.
Oh yeah,
Now
how's that?
it's good, man. It's real atmospheric. Like I was saying last week, just like when I put that on, I'm
Yeah,
just like in it.
yeah, you're saying that. Like,
Yeah, so it's
yeah,
still really good. One thing that kind of worried me a little bit, so that was Andrew, who was on the show a few weeks ago, a couple months ago, I think.
yeah.
He finished the game and he tweeted out, "Finished Control. I'm still confused." I was like, "Oh
Oh,
no," because like they do it. I think I was trying to explain that last week. So they use weird terms, but it's supposed to be weird. Because like
okay,
there's one bit, for example, I was playing yesterday, and you speak to this new character, and she's like, this weird term thing that happened, blah blah blah. Just talks about it, like in a casual way, right? And then your character, like, she does this thing where it's like just close up of her face, and like you can hear her thoughts, like she just
okay,
talks to herself.
yeah,
And she's like, does she even, like, I don't even understand what she's talking about. Like, how is she so casual about it, kind of thing. So it's like, it's intended to be like that. It's not like hidden lore or whatever. Like, it's
yeah,
supposed to be like that.
yep,
So that's what gave me the impression that like you find out what
okay,
this is all about later on, but maybe that's not the case.
yeah.
So like, oh fuck.
Oh man,
But it's still really good, man. It's good. It's really fun. Like, I'm still getting more, different moves and shit, and you get all these like. It's kind of like Infamous in a way. Like, you get the quick dodge, and you can bring up like just rocks and shit around you, and just make a shield around you. And now like I've upgraded that, so
yep,
when I let go of the button, it actually shoots out the rocks at your enemies.
okay, oh
So
cool,
that's pretty cool. The gameplay
yeah,
is really fun. Like, I've unlocked, you know how I told you the gun just changes shape and stuff.
yep,
So I got a new one now. It's just like a fucking an Uzi, basically, just a
oh,
machine
okay,
gun.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool, man. Still really fun. Played a bit more MXGP as well. Up to the 10th race,
oh
I
yeah,
think. I just tried
yep.
to.
So we've got about 7 races left, I
Yeah,
think.
7 left. Yeah.
Um,
Still real fun.
yeah, I've been trying out like different bikes, and do you know there's 2 strokes in that game?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, there's 125s and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yeah, at the moment for the thing that I didn't know. So when I completed the 250 class, I had no choice of going to a 450. It went started 250s again, and I was like, "What?"
Oh,
I didn't even get to choose like any 450 sponsorships or teams. Like, I couldn't do anything, and I was like,
okay.
I had to look it up, and I was level 24 in the game,
Okay.
and you have to be level 25 to unlock 450s.
Oh,
So I
really?
did one single like Grand Prix, like not my career, just a Grand Prix,
Yeah.
and leveled up 25 after the race. And then I had to
Oh,
retire straight away from 250s, and then I got to select 450s. I was like,
yeah, right. What the fuck?
bizarre,
That's weird.
bizarre way of doing it. But
It's good that you
and
told me
I
that, because I
saved.
would
Oh,
have been
by the
fucking
way,
confused.
what I did was
Hmm.
you get really bad. You know how you get like you sign up for different teams, and the teams you kind of sign up at the start have like pretty shitty mods. Like some of them might have like a average exhaust and stuff like that. Because you know how all exhausts are all different. Like they can be shit, good ones.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the really high end teams have like the best of like stuff. So what I thought was I'm going to save all my money up and then privateer my 450 team and just put all the best stuff on the 450.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'll have like the best bike straight out of the gate. Like I don't need to race for a team.
Yeah.
And then like way down the track, I can obviously when I've unlocked like, you know, Monster Energy, Kawasaki and stuff like that, I can ride for them if I want to. But I'll still have my 450 privateer bike there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't really spend any money.
Mhm.
Like and you can customize it more in like your jersey and
Yeah.
pants and stuff. You don't have like the team. And the sponsors you put on, I didn't know about this.
Mhm.
If you put like Dunlop tires on, a Dunlop sign goes onto your like jersey, on your privateer jersey.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Nah, and it goes on like your little chain. Yeah, it's sick. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And like Renthal and stuff. So you have like Renthal and yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But
Because that's what I did until you told me about the teams.
oh yeah,
Some fucking
riding
pro
stock
in
bikes.
sponsorships, mate.
Yeah, you'd be killing it now. It's a lot easier. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, that's still good fun. So I try to like that's kind of my go-to game when I don't have much time. So I
Yeah,
played it a
'cause-
little bit before the stream on Thursday, or like just before bed. I just try to do a race or something. So
And the good thing is, it's a 2 race thing. So if I do 1 race and I need to go to bed, I'm like, okay, I'll go
you
to
can
bed,
still
and
do
then I can
the other
come
one
back and
another
do
time.
race 2.
Yeah,
So
100%.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've even like played a little bit before we started recording this, so
Oh, nice.
it's good shit. Good shit.
Good shit.
Trying to play some more Fire Emblem. Similar to you, I haven't really played the Switch, but I try to put in a bit more time to Fire Emblem. Dragon Quest has been put on the back burner a little bit, which makes me really sad. I think I have to like whip that out soon. I have to play it soon, or else I'm gonna like forget
I
what
love
I'm
it
up
when
to
you
and
whip it
stuff.
out.
Don't you?
Yeah.
As I said that, I was like, yes, it's gonna be a joke about my dick getting whipped out. Yes. Yeah. So back into Fire Emblem, I put in maybe a couple of hours, like broken up in short sessions. But shit is getting real. So it really reminds me of Final Fantasy Tactics on the PS1, which is kind of the game that got me into tactics games.
Yep.
But in terms of like the turns that the story is taking, really reminds me of that. So without spoiling anything, it's pretty much like it starts really, kind of high school story where you're the teacher, you have to teach your students and like get to know them, blah blah blah. Shit gets real. Like people start dying and the story gets really deep, and it makes it more effective because of those mechanics where you can build your bond in between characters and stuff. So you have those cutscenes. And like the great thing about this game, I brought this up earlier, but everything is voice acted.
Okay.
So it makes it easier to follow as well. Because normally, like those games, I kind of get to a point where I'm like, I can't be fucked reading all that. I'm just gonna skip. Or like if I'm doing something else at the same time,
Yeah.
I'm not paying that much attention. But the fact that it's all voice acted, it makes it easier to follow. And makes it like you get a bit more attached to the characters. So like when things happen, you're like, fuck, okay.
Yeah.
Like especially a game that's like that long. I'm still in, I don't know how many parts the game has, but I'm still in part 1. So I imagine it's like in acts. So maybe this is like 3 acts or
Could be
something
3
like
acts
that.
or something like that. Yeah.
But I'm still in act 1, and I've clocked in at 32 hours at this point.
Oh,
Yeah,
could be a 100+ hour game.
could be. But I'm still just taking my time with it, man. It's a great game. Like definitely in my top, probably in the top 3 even. Like it's really good. And like I said, like the point where I'm at, it's like, a lot of basically the war is starting, so everything is getting like real serious. People are dying. There's like all these twists and turns that maybe you kind of can see coming, but when it happens, you're like, it still hits you in the feels.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still very good game. Very, very good game.
Yeah, nice.
And the fact that it's on the Switch just makes it
Yeah.
a lot easier. So
Yep.
just playing bed, or like even I started playing it in bed with like just the sound turned down really low. But like last night I was like, nah, I kind of need to be paying attention. So I'm like watching something with Jade in bed, but at the same time playing this, I'm just like putting one earphone in because
Oh,
I'm like I need to know what's going on now. Like
I
shit
can't
is
do
getting
that. I'd
serious.
suck at that.
Yeah, like I don't normally do that, but like with that, I was like, I need to know
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Because there's a few cutscenes like in between.
Yeah.
What's going on? Nothing too major, but it's like you need to be paying attention.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I tried to play arguably the biggest release of the week, Gears 5. So when I say that, I played the first chapter and I wanted to try the escape mode, which is the one where they had like WWE stars playing underneath the stage at E3.
Yeah.
So I was like,
So
I want to give that a crack because that's the brand new mode.
Yep.
Played the campaign, so it starts off. It puts you in a boot camp where it's just basically tutorial. Kind of a bit too long for my liking.
Okay.
It teaches you like everything. Well, I'm like, I've played Gears of War before. I don't know if you can skip it.
Do you need to play the other Gears to play this one?
I don't think so. I've played one. That's it.
Now, do you think that's why they had such a deep tutorial as well? Because they reckon new players have come across.
Maybe, but it's just the way it was done. Like it's not. It wasn't a tutorial where you start the game and it just shows you how, like, as you go, which I would have been fine with. It's literally a separate mode called Boot Camp.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it puts you straight in there. Now, I don't know. I could have gone to the main menu from there, but then I don't know if it would have like forced me to go back in. So I didn't want to risk it. I'm like, if I have to start again, I'm not going to be happy. So I was like, I'll just fucking do it. But
it just feels like you're not making any progression as well.
Yeah, exactly. And like it teaches you fucking everything. So it went for a little while. And I was like, okay, I just want to start the campaign. Campaign is solid. Now take that with a grain of salt because I've only played the first chapter.
Played a little fish.
But it's cool. Like it's kind of a good action game. There's lots of set pieces, buildings crumbling down, explosions, and all that stuff. Yeah. And it's done really well. The game's really pretty. It's not as now again. I haven't played any other ones apart from the first one, which is very dark and gritty and depressing. This one's much more colorful, but still the same type of gameplay, very gory and all that.
Yeah,
but still managed to make it very colorful. Like the first level, you're like kind of on this tropical island kind of thing with like lots of buildings and shit, but it's still lots of green trees and all that. So looks really pretty, but plays like Gears of War. Like I went in there and I knew exactly how to play. Like controls are still the same.
Yep.
And it just doesn't feel like there's been much progression since the first one. Because I literally that's the only one I've played, the first one, and like I could go straight in there and like literally everything is the same. Reloading kind of mini game where you press the reload button and then you go wait for it to reach a certain point to click again. So you do a perfect reload. That's all there. D-pad to change weapons. The cover system is the same. You move the same.
Everything's...
Yeah. And like normally you say that it's like you haven't played the game in a while. So it feels like what you remember. But then when you go back to the game, you're like, oh shit, okay, it's actually different. But I've played Gears of War 1 like literally 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, again, because I've only played the first chapter.
Yeah, you haven't played much of it.
Maybe it changes, but in terms of gameplay, it feels exactly the same. I don't know what
could be a good thing though, in a way. Like, was there anything wrong with it? Like,
no, like nothing bad.
No,
but if anything, like I didn't see any improvements either. But at the same time, it's like a pretty solid gameplay. So animations are a bit better when you're like using your chainsaw on enemies, and like melee's a little bit different, but that's about it really. So yeah, I mean, if you like Gears of War, it's more Gears of
Yeah.
War.
Yeah, nice.
The escape mode, I was just like, yeah, whatever. It just looks like an online mode where you're just going through a level and that's it. So I was like, I'll give it a crack. One cool thing was, for some reason, there's Halo characters in there that you can pick when you choose your character at the front. So at the start, so you pick a character, you pick a loadout, you can pick like perks and shit as well that you unlock as you play more of the game.
Yeah.
And you can pick characters from Halo Reach, which is like, it's my favorite Halo game. So I could pick Emil, who's like a dude with a skull on his helmet. I don't know if you've seen it. He's got like a white skull on his visor.
Okay.
And it just looks like a badass. I was like, fuck yeah, I can pick Emil. So I picked him, and is like, the voice acting is like, I don't know if it's the same voice actor, but it sounds exactly the same. And I was playing, and there was another character who's part of his team. Her name was Kat. She was like, the other guy picked her, and same thing. Like, she's got like, I think she's like Russian or something like that. So
yeah,
she had the same accent. She sounded exactly the same. I was like, fuck, that's cool. Like, it's a Halo character in Gears of War, and they got like, their perks are like, their specials are from the Halo series kind of thing. So basically how it works is, I think something it must happen in the previous game, but you have these weird monsters that like kidnap people. They just like eat them up.
Yep.
Right? And then take them to their hideout and just like keep them in pods kind of thing.
Okay.
So the whole thing is, you get eaten by one of those things, and then you wake up in their facility, and you and up to 3 other people need to get the fuck out of there, basically. I don't know if it's, I think it's 3 people actually. I play with 2 other people. So yeah, you wake up, you've got your one weapon, and then you pick shit up as you go, and you basically just need to try and escape the facility as quickly as you can, and then you go onto a leaderboard. Depending on your performance, you get stuff. It's okay, I guess. Like, it was kind of cool playing with randos and just like trying to figure out where to go next. It's pretty short. I played the first one. I think it was just called The Hive. And it we took about 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes to escape.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, like, they kind of made a big deal about it at E3.
And you reckon it's like not as big deal as what it really is?
I mean, it's cool because it's like simple, straightforward. It's just like, I'm just gonna do a level with my friends. There's nothing like, it's not really a story, right? It's just you guys trying to get out of that place, and because it's so short as well. It's like, it's cool for what it is, but it's not doing anything special, really.
Yeah.
But it's more like, if you're into that, you can just keep playing that mode. There's different levels and stuff, and you unlock more stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for that, I guess it's cool, but it just didn't feel like.
Didn't really.
Yeah.
You weren't blown away or anything like that?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It's just like the same sort of gameplay loop you've got.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay, I guess. But I'll probably play more of the campaign. It gives you a bit of a recap of what's happened in the previous ones when you start the game. But yeah, again, like, if you played Gears of War before, it's more Gears of War, literally.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And because of Game Pass, I just downloaded it.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. I've only played the first chapter. I might maybe play more, but I want to play other stuff, man. I want to finish Control. I want to play more Fire Emblem. Fucking Borderlands comes out on Friday. Just kill me.
I'll start that on probably Saturday night, I reckon.
Yeah, okay. I should. I feel like I might have something on Saturday night, but late I'll be on.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, not really. No.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, as usual, let the people know how they can follow you on the internet.
They can follow on me.
Follow on
They
you.
can follow on me. They can follow on me. You can hop on me. I'll piggyback you. I'm good. Like,
on me.
jump on.
Follow on me.
Okay. I was gonna sing, but I was like,
Yeah, not a good idea.
I can't sing anyway. My voice is fucked anyway. So they can follow me on Instagram at christofini.gaming. Dude, I've been terrible at Instagram at the moment, but yeah, you can follow me there.
So, too many things to juggle.
Yeah, definitely.
And for the rest of the things, our handles pretty much Button Mash Pod on everything. On Twitter, that's one word, Button Mash Pod. On Twitch, twitch.tv/Button Mash Pod. We do the show live on Sundays. The time may vary depending on our schedule. And I also stream at the moment The Evil Within on Tuesday nights and Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past on Thursday nights. Also on Instagram, Button Mash Pod. What else do we have? Facebook, Button Mash Podcast on there. And you can email us your feedback at buttonmashpod@gmail.com. And we also have a
And don't
website.
email in and be like, that Chris dude needs a new voice. Oh, yo.
Fuck all of y'all. And we also have a website, which is www.buttonmashpod.com. You can find all of our episodes archived on there. There's also the video podcast that we do on Twitch. That's on there as well. And you can also find us on YouTube. Now, to find our YouTube channel, I think it's pretty hard at the moment. So the easiest way at the moment would be from our Twitch channel. There's just a link there. Or if you go on our website as well, there's also a link there. And you can find, all of our episodes on there as well in video form for some of them. And a review from my dad reviewing Mortal Kombat 11.
Very funny. Very funny.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Mm.
All right, but I think that's everything. Let's give a cheeky plug as well. Might as well start hyping that up. We are both going to be at PAX this year on the Friday and Saturday. So that's October 11th and 12th. We are going to be recording the podcast live from the show floor, just like we did last year. That's going to be at 3 p.m. On the Saturday. And we're going to have a very special guest with us. His name is the Angriest Scotsman. He's a wonderful Twitch streamer who I've met through doing this. So check him out if you get the chance. But he's going to be on. I'm really excited to hear his wonderful Scottish accent on our show. We'll talk a little bit more about the charity stream that we're doing next month as well, once we have a better idea of what we're doing. But this is, it's all coming together, so we'll talk about it more when we've got it all sorted.
Sweet.
Yes, but for this week, boys and girls, this is it. So you have yourselves a great week.
Bruh. Final round.